class. This next section of our content is all about trying to understand forested ecosystems as entire systems. That is, not just looking at the forest resources in terms of trees, but understanding those trees as couched as a community of plant organisms in a much larger, much more detailed and synthetic, that is, all the parts sort of blended together, context. So the air resources and the airshed and the particulate pollution that is blowing across those trees and the precip patterns, both solid, snow, water, rain, and vapor phase, that is evapotranspiration, moisture, and so forth, as water gas, and particulates in the liquid phase as well, so clouds, fog, stuff like that. We also have soils and wildlife and underlying parent bedrock material, and also, of course, surface water flowing through, accumulating in spots like ponds and lakes. And we have lots and lots of not just human uses, but historic human uses, current human uses, changes and shifts and trends thereof, and so on and so forth. So when we think of a forest, we can't just be thinking of the tree species. So what this part of this class is aimed to do is take your understanding from previous classes like tree identification and wrap around that all of the other pieces that have to be present for a healthy forest ecosystem to be just that, healthy, functional, providing those ecosystem services, moving that forest from old fields through afforestation into old growth and mature stands, mixed age, even age, however it kind of gets there. So as we are moving through these different sections, again, everything from bedrock on up through the air and the stars up above, literally, nighttime sky as a resource, we have always to think about what are all of the interconnections across these different layers. We can't understand or even study any of these in isolation. Not really. Beyond just basics of the characteristics of each one, we have to consider how each affects the others and also interpenetrates the others physically and by cause and effect. Okay? Good luck. If you have any questions, contact me.